together, and the only homework we did was standard items, call types, and,
Sure.
Price books.
Well, let's go look at
Rate
call
template.
types. So let's go to SM call types, please. So that's a good one to look at. And go to the grid. So I have 99 call types.
Yep.
Okay.
Now, these are so you can slice and dice and figure out how many you do and for analytics and that kind of thing. So we actually threw overhead types in here too. So if we have an overhead jive, or even if we do a work order against construction, if you scroll up a little bit, we want to be able to identify how many of those construction work orders are we doing our startup or tie-in or whatever on that.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
And it came, and I just wanted you to realize, we did these in groups so that we could do reporting, like if we wanted to run the 50s, we could see something. If we wanted to run the 60s,
You could
we could see
range,
range
sort order range
You could
means
see the
something
total
to
of
you.
HVAC or the total.
That's good, because those reports run by ranges of sort orders. So that was a good approach to that.
Attaboy, John.
Okay.
So this is where I tried to print this.
We wanted to print.
Oh, you printed that, or you're trying to print back from there? Now, so usually the best way to do this is just right-click on your mouse, please. And you can export this.
Oops, sorry.
I touched it.
We can't both do that.
Yeah, sorry.
I think it
All
should
right.
shock you every time you do that.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm a little touchy. So let's export the grid, please. Now, up at the top, hit your down arrow. I can go to PDF. We can go straight to Microsoft Excel. So normally people want to go like PDF or Excel, but that tells you, hey, how do I want to see this grid as a PDF, as an Excel spreadsheet?
I did that.
So then all you got to do is click over into this file name, and then you've got the ... browser, and then you can put that somewhere. So it's just asking, where would you like to store this Excel? And then you can
I don't know
pull
where
it.
I go to
Just go to
find
your,
that.
this PC.
Oh, thank you.
Desktop.
Okay. And then I go to the,
Desktop's fine. At the top.
I have a place where we saved it.
Then you got to go to your map choice. Yeah, there we go. And then we'll call it call types, SM call types or something. And then we'll have that Excel. So yeah, anytime you're in the grid and you want to filter or something like that, you can get just what you want. Otherwise, when you go, you can nuke your columns once you get it to Excel. But yeah, you can always. Now then you have to say okay, and then it actually renders the document. So sometimes people are like, hey, didn't do nothing. You got to say okay, and the system
And
goes
then it'll
through,
do it.
and you'll see it go boom. Now if you open your desktop, you'd have that little Excel spreadsheet
Okay,
out there,
I'll get that later.
or PDF or whatever you say that's.
See what it looks.
So you didn't like the way this looked, huh?
No, it was fun though.
Yeah.
I think I went like, I think I was up probably, there was some place where there was a print there. That's where I did it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we got that, but when we printed it, it came out with what John has because I didn't change.
Your PDF or Excel or something like that.
Yeah, okay, I gotcha.
Okay, cool.
That makes sense.
So, once these call types are in, then there's the next step. And we have to go to the service center and say what call types. So go ahead and cancel out of here. And go to your SM service center. Now, oftentimes, yeah,
Up
please.
above. Yep, you're on sites.
Service center. Yeah, we're right above it. So normally, I can create all these different dispatch boards and service centers. So go to the grid. Right now, we have the pure water division and what we call the service division. So then you can go to the call types. So now you've got 99 call types, but some of them are pure water, correct?
Yeah, but you know, to start our business, I think we're gonna only use a single service center. We're not gonna have Amy switching back and forth between boards. Everything's gonna be on the same board until we grow
Well,
business.
let's talk about service centers. So those aren't P&L divisions.
Let's go to the info tab here for a sec. So like I said, they are going to help map some of the departments, so we probably should use them. But but we can have a consolidated dispatch board or a service center specific dispatch board. But service centers will help us default and map to the department. So if you click up here and scroll to the Pure Water one, you'll notice that it's going to change. I was going to say it's going to hit F4. Maybe at that point we didn't have all the departments set up. So 0410 would be the default Pure Water field. And save that.
That's labor though, you're talking about field. What item are you directing to the field here?
Departments map the general ledger. So this service center, we can override the divisions and do some stuff, but usually in Vista, you're not really pointing to a general ledger directly. Each time you do something, you've mapped a table in the background, and that mapping departments are general ledger mapping tables. And this department, if you click into there and hit F5, remember F4 is your lookup, F5 takes you right to the setup of that other table. And if we go to the grid view, this is how we're going to be able to map everything to the general ledger. So job cost had a whole bunch of departments, and we mapped those JC departments, PR departments, EM departments. And here we're in the SM departments, and we're mapping all the costs. So the default is going to be those, and then some of these other things, we've got to make sure we know how to point these things. So this is think of departments as a GL mapping tool, because that's really what departments do globally. That's
I guess I was just trying to understand what you just pointed to field. Because I mean, I don't even see Pure Water staff or office in there, so I'm trying to figure out where.
Are you just setting up a work order?
No, we were in the service center cancel out here, and I was just setting up a default department for that. So normally, if you're dispatching service people, they're just Pure Water field people going out.
So it is talking about
Pure Water work
Yeah,
orders.
that's
wasn't
where you
sure.
capture your labor.
Okay,
That's
gotcha.
correct.
Yeah. And so then on the call types tab here, once you've set up your 99 call types, since we're in Pure Water, we would maybe say, hey, which of these call types would we want to use in the service center? Now, if they're not, so we can add all and you can move them back and forth, but here is that list of 99 call types
All of the
that you
30.
set up in step one.
Okay,
All of the
okay,
30
Joe, we can do that. Do you want me to do that right now, or?
Yeah, you can use your little shift key too, so if you go down there, so you're kind of making a relationship, because you think, hey, this service center really doesn't, let's say you started another little division up north or something, but it only did this and this and this, and it wasn't fully functional like our service center down here.
Right.
And we could create one up there that only did this and this and this out of that one. Well, it could do everything, but that's what you do there.
And about the overheads in Pure Water. Maybe the 90s.
Yeah. So we can just
And 90.
cherry pick those. Perfect. So these are the ones that are not associated with Pure Water Vision at this time. They could be
I
added.
saw another one down there, Gene. Or Gene, sorry.
I'll just start throwing stuff at you, Willie. It's okay.
Oh,
It was an HVAC one.
It was, okay.
I know I saw it.
When you scroll down over there, you should have, under Pure Water, you should have 30 through 39. You should have 90 through 99. And then a few at the top, 1, 2, whatever.
It said like HVAC, pure water. I thought, maybe I'm just seeing things.
Okay, that was pretty good.
Okay, so then,
So let's go to 03. So if you can either scroll using your little scrolling arrow or go to the grid and select. Now, if you wanted to add all, because you're like, or we could leave the pure water ones off that, which would make sense, and say, this, or,
can I ask you a quick question?
yeah, please.
So my understanding is, can you clarify for me that a service center, how that's different than a dispatch board or the relationship between the two?
Pull this over to the right. Dispatch boards, are really, don't have anything to do with accounting and grouping. It's just kind of putting work orders and technicians together.
So,
Yeah.
so I'll be able to have a single, my only point is I need to make sure that there's a single board at this time.
Yeah.
And that, so that has nothing to do with this.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, all right, I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'll stop talking. So I think we add all that to this, John, right?
And then remove the pure water,
Mhm.
and then just go take the,
And you can do those ranges,
take
30,
the 30s, 39,
39, and we can go down.
90 to 99.
And you can remove all.
Okay, I'm with you. Oh,
Oh.
oh, I messed that up. Sorry, people. I'm gonna do it this way because I'm not smart enough.
76 is where you got that. Right?
Yeah.
The grouping made that much easier too.
Yeah.
Grouping made that much easier.
Yeah, that's sort of, that grouping was good. Okay. Nice. Okay.
I wonder if that's what you saw that I
That's probably
missed.
it. Yeah, it was like a 1 to.
Yeah, I'll go back in and look at that.
There's some more.
Okay.
Oh, it is under maintenance, number 47.
That's,
Okay, so I don't have to save this, it just did it.
yeah, every time you see the little gray save, it just kind of auto saved each
Okay.
time. So
There's
you
a
didn't
couple
have-
more, I think, pure waters in the service center for service. There was a group of,
Go to grid, what?
there's a group of pure water in there. Keep going down. There we are.
Oh, there they are.
Construction.
Good eye.
He's our QC.
It's good. It's good to have that.
Okay. Now, the big, so let's pull this to the right and we can kind of talk about a little bit about how this is going to, actually maybe pull it to the left. I like to, because each time I tell you to pull it to the right, what I need is hiding right behind me. So